Namaste, everybody. Today I am going to explain the poem of Standard 8, that is The Granny Tree Climbing. The present poem has been written by Ruskin Bond. So let us first come to know about the poet Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was born in 1934. He has written many books for children, some dealing with his own childhood, others dealing with the lives of contemporary Indian children. So Ruskin Bond has written many books for the children, and some of the books are dealing with his own childhood also, and some of the books are dealing with the lives of the children of his time. Ruskin Bond spent his childhood at his grandparents' house in Dehradun, where he grew up in the company of a number of pets. He developed a deep love for nature, which is evident in most of his works. So here, Ruskin Bond spent his childhood at his grandparents' house in Dehradun, where he grew up in the company of number of pets because his grandparents used to keep many pets, and from where he developed a deep love for nature, which is evident in most of his works. So after living there, he developed a very deep love for nature, and this love can be seen in most of his works. The poem Granny's Tree Climbing has been taken from An Island of Trees, that is a collection of short stories and poems dealing exclusively with Bond's love for nature. And the present poem that we are going to read has been taken from An Island of Trees, that is a collection of short stories, and it deals with Bond's love for nature. Now let us come to the poem. The poet says that my grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? Because she could climb trees spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trice. And mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. Ever since childhood, she had this gift for being happier in a tree than a lift. The poet says that my grandmother was a genius. Here, genius means very talented, intelligent. And he further said that you'd like to know why my grandmother was a genius? Because she could climb any tree. It doesn't matter that the trees are very wide, very tall. She would be up their branches in a trice. In a trice means very quickly. It means she could climb a tree very quickly. And he further said that, will you believe, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. The poet says that, and will you believe, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62 years old. So just you can think about an old lady who is 62 years old and who likes to climb the tree at this age. No, ever since childhood, she had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. So she got this gift of climbing tree when she was a child, and she felt much happier in a tree than a lift. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing tree should stop when one grew old, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. She would laugh and say, "We will grow old disgracefully. I can do it better," and we had to agree. So, here, when she grew old, so the family members of the poet told to the granny, it means grandmother, that one must stop climbing tree when one grew old, and one should grow gracefully. Here gracefully means with respect. So everybody wants to lead a very graceful life when one becomes old. So this advice was given by the family members of the poet. She would laugh and say, "Well, I will grow old disgracefully." But she replied that, uh, "I want to grow disgracefully." It means without respect. I can do it better, and we had to agree. She said that, "I can climb the tree very well at the age of 62 also, and now I have become an expert in climbing tree." So all the family members had to agree to the proposal of the grandmother of the poets. For in all the garden there was not a tree she had not been up at one time or another. Here the poet says that there was many trees, it means there were many trees in the garden, and she did not leave a single tree on which she could not climb. It means she could climb all the tree one time or two time, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6 years old. And she learned the art of climbing tree from a loving brother when she was 6 years old. But it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. Here terrible means very serious, but all the family members were scared that one day she would fall from the tree. The outcome was different. While we were in town, she climbed a tree and could not come down. Here the outcome means result. When the whole family members of the poet were in a town at that time, uh, Granny climbed a tree, but she could not come down. We went to rescue. Rescue means to save. And then the doctor took Granny temperature and said. So the grandmother was rescued from the tree because she climbed the tree. She could not come down. She was rescued, and the family members called the doctor. The doctors took the temperature and said, "I strongly recommended a quite week in bed." It means here the doctor advised to the granny a week in bed. We sighed with relief and tucked her a well. Poor granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell. Confined to her bedroom while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing lips. Here, when the doctor advised the granny a week bed rest, then the whole family member took a relief and they put her into the bed. Poor granny, for her, it means lying on the bed, it was like a brief season in hell. Brief means a small season in hell. She was feeling that I am lying on the bed, so this is living like a hell, because she was confined to her bedroom. Confined means closed. while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. She was lying on the bed and she was missing the breeze. Breeze means wind. The wind was blowing and it was whispering, and the leaves are dancing also. So here the grandmother was missing the winds whispering and dancing of the leaves, and she felt that I was living in a hell. But she held her peace till she felt stronger, then sat up and said, I will lie here no longer. What she did? She kept peace till she felt stronger, that means healthy. Then one day she sat up and said, I will lie here no longer. It means I do not to lie for more time on the bed. And she called my father and told him undoubted. Here, undoubted means with full energy. She told my father with full energy that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. She said to my father with full energy that I want a treetop house. My dad knew his duty. He said, that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight. So here my father, the poet says that my father knew the duty, and he replied to my grandmother that okay, that's all right. I will make a treetop house for you and I will start the work tonight. With my expert assistant, he soon finished the chore. Here, chore means job, the work. So, with the expert assistant, that means with the help of son's assistant, he soon finished the work. It means a treetop house was made. Made her a treetop house with windows and a door. So there was a window. There were some windows. It means two windows were there and a door was there in the treetop house. So Granny moved up and now every day. So the poet says that my grandmother used to climb the tree every day. I climbed to her with glass and a tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me, upholding her right to reside in a tree. So here the poet says that my grandmother moved up. It means she climbed the tree every day, and I carried two glasses and a tray. She sits there in a state. In a state means in a grand style on the treetop house, and she drinks sherry. Sherry, it is a kind of wine, upholding her right to reside in a tree. So the poet's grandmother was living on the treetop house, and every day the poet carried glasses and a tray with sherry, and both the poet and the grandmother drank the wine, and she lived on the tree top house very happily. So this was the explanation of this poem. Thank you.